Hi, this is Mike from Mike Investigates, and part of the stuff that I got from my move was a bunch of computers, and one of them was a fairly up-to-date computer with a Core i5 Intel Core i5 with a Windows 7. The other ones were like a Pentium Duo and whatnot. So I'm going to check out the Core i5 one, see what it has, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the computer set up right here. Um, this is the labels on it. If it will focus for me. Focus, please. Okay, there. Core i5 Intel. It's a Lenovo Windows 7. It does have a DVD drive on front. It has, I opened it up earlier, it has a 500 gigabyte Seagate hard drive, not an SSD. It has 4 gigs of RAM, and I'm about to plug it in, which is already plugged in. I just need to hook it up, plug it in as far as the power cable. Alright, and I got it hooked up to this top monitor up here. And if we can get that to... Alright, let's push the power button, see if it will light up. Alright, here we go. Think Center. And it looks like it's booting up. That's Intel Boot Agent, initializing and establishing link. That takes a couple moments to do. No operating system found. Press any key to reboot sequence. Okay, it looks like the disk drive is faulty. Probably have to go into a BIOS to see what's going on with it. Alright, so let's Control-Alt-Delete. And F1, F2, delete. I'm trying to get into the BIOS. Okay, so give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I got into it. I think I hit either F12 or delete to get into the menu. Let's see what we got. Lenovo BIOS setup utility. And let's see. Wow, 6, 10, 14 devices, advanced, main devices, ATA drive setup. Video audio setup, network setup, advanced setup, power, security, startup. But boot mode on, auto, quick boot enabled, boot up, number lock on, keyboardless operation disabled, startup device menu prompt enabled. Okay. Where is system? Okay, system summary. It is a Core Intel i5 2400 at 3.1 gigahertz, 4 core, and 4 gigs of memory. The memory bus speed is 1330 megahertz, and it doesn't recognize the hard drive. Okay, so it's not recognizing that hard drive that's in there. Alright. Well, that's the condition of that. So the hard drive might be just faulty. Well, at least it's up and running on the BIOS, which all we have to do is just swap out a hard drive for it, which I probably use. Oh yeah, this 240 gig SSD. I might do that. Swap it out and just kind of see what happens. Alright, doing it back in a second. Alright, so you guys can see this. You should be able to. Alright, so a little bit like you push this in and then you can lift this up. Alright. And then here's the hard drive. Oh wow. This is a really old style type of hard drive. If I can get it out. Okay. All right, let's take off the cables here. I don't know, this should work. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so this one was a 500 gigabyte Barracuda. And let's swap it out and see if it will fire up with this SSD. Of course, this has the Apple OS on it, so I don't know if it's going to screw it up. Kind of tuck that in there for a second. Alright. Let's put you up that right there. Plug these guys back in. Where's my monitor? Okay. Let's see what this does. That's all ThinkPad. All right. Okay, so there it recognized the SSD right there. You see it, and then have CD, DVD, and let's try if we can set up enter on the SSD. No, it didn't like it. Okay. What we could do, yeah, that's what we can do. And plug in the old media flash drive. Let's try that. No operating system found. Press any key to boot sequence. Alright. Let's Control Alt Delete. And then hit the delete button to get it back into the setup. Oh, there we go. We have the SSD. It's coming up on the SSD. See the indicator? Yeah, right there. Windows 10 Media Disk, well, flash drive to the rescue. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a second after I get that loaded up. Okay, and I'm back, and we are installing Windows 10. I had to format that, or delete all the partitions on that SSD and format it. And it's going to copy all the program files onto the SSD, and we should be up and running here in, well, for you it'll be a second, but for me it's going to be like 30 or 40 minutes. Alright, see you in a second. Okay, this is the SSD, or not the SSD, the hard drive that was out of that Lenovo. I'm going to, this is a 500 gig, right? Yeah, Barracuda 500 gig. I put my caddy on it. I'm going to turn that off, slide this in, and see if it will recognize it. If not, then this will be recycled. Alright, be back in a second. Okay, I got it in, and it's trying to recognize the drive, but it's having a hard time to find it, and it's calling it a CD-ROM. And it keeps on cycling back and forth, as you can recognize it. So I think that hard drive is pretty much toast. So we don't always get a score. So see you in a second. Okay, guys, look at this. We are on the desktop. Let's display settings. (1024 by 768). Oh, that's 5 right now. Storage. Local disk 223 gigabytes. 204 free. Alright, so let's let's go back to home, and this mouse is kind of outdated. It's kind of that's where I was before. Okay, so let's open up this PC. We will right click on this PC and go to manage, and we'll look at the device manager. I have a couple of PCI slot not recognized. Alright, so that's alright. A Windows update will probably grab those. Okay, so let's go to our task manager. Let's go to more details. Let's go to performance. And looks like 4 cores, 4 logical cores, so there's no hyper-threading. Although hyper-threading support is yes. Let's go to logical. Yeah, just 4 cores. Alright, so memory. .8 gigs. I guess it's supposed to be 4 disk. Alright, so that was our basics, and this PC. Let's go to properties, and of course this is not an activated Windows, of course. Windows 10 Pro. That's what I just a 64-bit operating system I installed on here. Alright, so yeah. So this was bound to the garbage. I would slapped a SSD in it that I had laying around. Got it up running. Of course, my plans are to possibly put a graphics card so we can have some HDMI output in it. It's going to be a mini slot though, and maybe another 4 gigs of RAM from the other computers I got. I'll just grab a stick off those, and yeah. So scrap or treasure? It's definitely treasure. Thank you very much for watching, and if you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and thank you very much for watching. You have a great day.